Sue Mallender there. Now, a quarter of young adults are saying that they feel unable to cope with life since the pandemic, but a Sherwood youth charity feels that many are prevented from getting help by social stigmas. The Wolfpack Project works to end isolation amongst 16 to 35-year-olds in Notts. It's seen an increase in people needing support during the pandemic. It's now teaming up with the Building Society, the Nottingham, for a month-long series of podcasts and virtual support sessions to give young people a much-needed boost in morale after a difficult year. Chloe Bicknell reports.
Young people are more likely than any other age group to feel lonely, with more than half of young adults reporting they feel isolated. That's according to research on the Mental Health Foundation. Despite this, a Sherwood Loneliness charity says this demographic is still often forgotten about.
There's always a perception that it's older generations that are inherently more lonely and isolated. And actually, statistics show us that that's not the case. We know through reports that actually younger people are very much the issue when it comes to feelings of loneliness. I think people talk a lot more about the mental health issues, but I think there is still a stigma attached to feeling lonely.
One way the project combats the growing number of isolated young adults is by pairing people up with buddies. Dwayne, who's autistic, has met new friends this way.
I've been alone throughout my life. Making friends were hard. And trusting people was harder. I could talk to them. I could laugh with them. We chat. I mean, I got so much in common with them.
Since COVID, the charity has been busier than ever. In 2020, more than 4,000 people attended its online meetups. But Damien says the pandemic has signalled a change in the way people are getting help.
We've received a lot more referrals from other charities, local authorities, NHS social prescribing teams. In terms of direct referrals, actually, I think we've received probably less than what we would have done before. And I think, a reason for that is that people are isolating themselves much more easily. So because they've got nowhere to go, and a lot of the time with national lockdown, they've barely been able to leave the house. It's really hard, more than ever, for them to motivate themselves to actually get to meet other people. So I think actually it's been a difficult time for us to be able to connect with our service users over the last year, but I'm so pleased that that's going to be changing now.
Well, part of the way things will be changing is the charity's joint campaign with the Nottingham Building Society throughout June. Find Your Future wants to tackle loneliness through podcasts, videos and Q&A sessions.
As part of the month, we're looking at helping young people across a number of different areas. So in terms of career, finance, wellbeing. So they'll be helping with things like career, education, finances, and through ourselves, we'll be helping with mental health and feelings of loneliness as well. So it's a fantastic partnership and they've been so supportive throughout the whole process.
Chloe Bicknell for Notts TV.